Water. Okay, I'm coming to you with another video about tapping into the energy of a location, and I have a story to tell this time. It's a story time. So this story is about Byodo Inn. If you've ever been to Byodo Inn in Hawaii, it's a replica of a Buddhist temple in Honolulu. And if you go there, there's like a big Buddha on the inside with some candles, and you can light a candle and say a prayer. There's a big bell outside that you can ring. It's beautiful grounds. It's nestled in the bottom of a mountainside near the ocean. So just beautiful surroundings. And I've been there twice. The first time I went there, I was very distracted. I thought I was going to be getting proposed to, so my head was like all in, oh, is this the place I'm going to get proposed to? I was anxious. I was nervous. I was, not really paying attention to the actual place. I thought it was, cool. We took some pictures and then we left. I didn't get proposed to. So that was pretty much my experience the first time. But the second time that I went, I was on maternity leave. So, I was relaxed. I was with family. I was just in a really happy time in my life. And I mean, there's no probably better place you could be on maternity leave than Hawaii. And so when I went this time, I went because some family that I was with had not been before. And this time the experience was completely different. When I walked into the temple, I could just feel this overwhelming sense of like peace. It's almost indescribable. And this is the second time I'm filming this video, because the first time I ugly cried and couldn't hardly even tell the story, like so hard. This sense of peace was just like indescribable. Like I could feel the energy of millions of people praying. It felt like they were praying for me. To be honest, it was just a breathtaking feeling of peace I had never felt before. And it was so astonishing because the first time I went, I didn't feel any of that. I didn't feel anything. I just went to the location, took some pictures, and left. And so I almost felt like I had cheated myself out of experiencing that feeling. And I couldn't believe I didn't feel that the first time I had went. I was just completely shocked. So fast forward another couple of years, and my brother, he got hit by a car. And this story is important because what happened at that time, my brother, we didn't know that he had gotten hit by a car when it actually happened. He didn't show up to work. Somebody called trying to check in on him, and then one of his neighbors saw his bike on the news. He was riding a bike and got hit by a driver, and he ended up being taken to the hospital as like a John Doe and likely a full code, massive blood transfusion, broken pelvis, broken leg, broken ankle, foot, hand, the whole 9 yards. And we didn't find out until he was like in surgery. But I was working that day, and I got the call from my brother that he had been in an accident, my other brother, that he had been in an accident, and we didn't know what his status was. We didn't know if he was alive, we didn't know anything. And that my parents were on the way to the hospital to try and find out some information about what was going on. And I got off the phone. I immediately went straight to God and asked, is he okay? And I did not hear, the voice of God or anything like that. But what I did experience was that feeling that I had at Bioto. I immediately got that same exact feeling. That was the only time I ever felt that feeling in my whole life at Bioto. And then I experienced that immediately after I asked, was he okay? That feeling of extreme peace, a level of calm that just surpasses words. I knew what that meant immediately. Like, he's okay. He's going to be fine. He's okay. I knew exactly what that feeling meant. And it was because I had been given that feeling when I went to Bioto, and I was present in the moment, and I was tapped in to the energy of that location, that I was able to feel that. So fast forward, he ultimately was fine. He had to go through lots of physical therapy and learn to walk again. And a year later, he was fine. But I share this story because someone out there may, be able to understand a scenario in their life and how to connect better to their own senses and the senses of the places that they travel to and their surroundings, because that is exactly what astrocartography is. The study of how locations interact with our lives and really just help us to understand influences of different energy. Follow along for more if you want more exciting stories on my adventures with astrocartography.